Hello everyone and welcome back to Fat Middle Wargaming. No battle report again for you today. Josh is currently at work and I'm home on my own, so I thought what I would do is try and get some army videos out to give you guys an idea of what armies we've got that you can see on the table that you haven't seen already. So obviously we've got the Sons of Bahamut, I've got Ogre List that you've seen, Josh got Thricefeld, you've got OC Arch, but there's a couple more things we can put on the table. So today I'll put you through my Tzeentch list. I'll pop it all out on the table, give you a kind of overview video of it, and then sort of cut in for some close-ups on the sort of the characters and things like that. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. It'll give you an idea on what you can see on the channel, should you want to. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, let us know what you want to see us play, and we'll see what we can do for you. All right, so with that, we'll get down on the tabletop. Right, so this is an overview of what Tzeentch I have. It's a list I built and painted last year with a view to taking it to tournaments. Obviously that didn't happen. But we've got quite a lot here we can swap in, swap out, and I'm also painting my Slaves Art stuff, which you've seen in another video in the same sort of scheme, so I can swap that in and out as well. But basic overview of the list is we have Kairos. He's chucking out mortal wounds for his spell, turning people to spawns, so we've got some spawns on the side here. We've got a converted up Bellicor, Magister on disc, Gaunt Summoner, we've got a converted up Blue Scribes, Changeling, and converted up Araman, who's running as a Fate Master. We've got the Portals and Gnashing Jaws. We've also got the Grave Tide over there. We've got a Mutilated Vortex Beast, again, because he might be able to turn people into spawns. We've got a load of Screamers, 20 pinks and then 40 blues and brims. We've got some more Screamers, and then the big hitting unit in the army is the 6 Enlightened on disc. They're usually running around with the Fate Master to give them the reroll hits so they can still attack first and get the rerolls. Hopefully ranking a 9-inch charge with my Destiny dice to get the +1 attack as well. So that's a overview. And what we'll do is I'll set some of the heroes up and get you some close-up shots of them as well. But if you'd like to see this on the table, give us a comment, guys. Thank you. So this is the big man himself, Kairos. Built him up rather than a standard order change, just because I wanted to turn people to spawns, basically. His spell just does a straight 6 mortal wounds when he's unwounded. You can put that through the portal, pop off an enemy hero, and the hope is you can turn him into a spawn to muck up the back lines a bit. Yeah, so quite happy with this one. Quite happy that it came out. And again, you've probably seen on the models coming up, the green, sort of neon green effect is prevalent across the army, really. So all sort of magic stuff is that style of effect. Right, so here's some of my Zinc Heroes. We got the Magister on disc, Gaunt Summoner, the Change Caster, and the Changeling. So this is some of the smaller heroes I've got that can go in a list. We'll get these off and put a couple more on. So this is another couple of my Tzeentch heroes. Well, this is actually a Bellicor model that I converted from the Ogroid Myrmidon. Set of wings from the Demon Prince, hand from the Crypt Flayers kit, I think it is. And this is my converted up Fate Master. Uses a 40k Araman as a base. Changed up the weapon to look more like a Fireglaive. Gave him a shield from the Acolytes as well. Modified the backpack bit as well, just to D40k it. So these guys are looking pretty good on the table. Right, so we got some of the horrors here. So we've got some of the brims, some of the blues, and a couple of the pinks as well, just to give you guys an idea what they look like up close. Yeah, pretty happy with these. They look pretty striking on the table, so when there's loads of them, it does look quite good. So here's an overview of some of the Screamers. I've basically got 9 in one colour, 6 in another, and 3 in another, so I can either run a 9, a 6 and a 3, or I can mix them about a bit, but it just gives a bit of variation on the tabletop, so if the units do get tied up together, I can tell them apart, and it just looks a little bit more interesting on the tabletop, I think. So here's my Vortex Beast. I love the model, I think it's fantastic. In game, unfortunately, he's not as good. He's not too bad, 170 points, he's not overly priced. But he's only in the list because I might be able to turn someone to spawn with him. So I can get him to turn someone to spawn, Kairos turn someone to spawn, and a Magister in the same turn. It's 3 spawns, which is ruining your fun and your games for the 1 turn. So yeah, he's in the list sometimes he's not. Alright, so this is my Enlightened on disc. I've got unit 6 of these in the list. They put out so much damage, which is why they're in the list. It's the only thing really I've got combat wise. You've got to be really careful with them though, because they are a complete glass hammer and they will die to the first thing that hits them usually. But yeah, their movement tends to get them out of trouble a bit. Here we have arguably the stars of the show, the spawns. So yeah, these are just, they're not in the list, they just appear when Kairos and the Majesty kill stuff. And hopefully if you roll lucky with the Vortex Beast, they just appear on people's lines, which is great fun. I have got another 3 that I need to finish up. They don't need much, a bit of base in, so I've got a total of 6 that I can carry around with me, which is great fun when you can get them all on the board at the same time. And here we have the Gnashing Jaws, pure in the list because I think it's probably the coolest looking in a spell, and I wanted to paint it bright green to fit in with all the flame and the magical energy on the rest of the army. I think it looks quite effective in that colour scheme, and really happy with how it came out, to be honest. So yeah, it doesn't see play an awful lot because I usually forget to cast it, but looks really cool. Right guys, so that's an overview of my Tzeentch list. Hope you guys like it. If you'd like to see it on the channel, give us a comment. Let us know what kind of build you'd like to see. It's mainly based around a Host Arcanum, but we've got enough we can kind of swap in, swap out. I'll be putting another video up with some of the other armies I've got, one of which is a Slaves of Darkness list I'm currently working on, but that's all based on everything the same as my Tzeentch, so I'm able to swap it in and out a bit. But if you like this one, there's a couple more army videos coming up. Yeah, keep watching, like, subscribe. Thanks so much for your support, guys.